speak on some things for Universe Mode that's going to be coming very soon here. Don't ignore the stuff I have in the back of my car. I am taking stuff or donating stuff, so I have them back in my car. I'm going to a place right now to donate them, so just ignore all that. But anyways, so I have big announcements to make for Universe Mode, and one of the announcements is that we're going to be having NXT Evolve starting on May 22nd. But the tournament, not Evolve, the tournament is going to be starting on May 22nd, the breakout tournament. Evolve is going to be starting the first week of June, which will be Wednesday. Every Wednesday will be Evolve. That'll be the first week, that will start the first Wednesday of June. I'll have the exact dates for you guys in the community, in my YouTube community later. So I will be doing Evolve as one of the episodes. It will only be an hour long. It won't be that long. Sometimes it might not even reach an hour. It's only going to be about 3 to 4 matches. So it's going to be a smaller type minor show. So there's that. But that's going to be starting the first Wednesday of June. The breakout tournament starts May 22nd. The yearly breakout tournament that I do every single year for Universe Mode. That's going to start May 22nd. We have the men's breakout tournament and the women's breakout tournament. I will have the brackets updated and on my community sometime next week. So just look out for that as well. Now, the biggest announcements that I want to make is, as you guys know in real life, NXT, WWE mainly, has partnered with TNA. And has, they're doing a crossover type deal where TNA superstars can appear on NXT. And we've seen that already with Joe Hendry and Jordan Grace before she got signed. Now she is NXT, but, likes of that. Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Moose, stuff like that, So we've seen it. Well, it hasn't happened yet. We had a little bit, and I think it was early 2025 or late 2024. I think it might have been early 2025 before the game came out, like maybe January or something. Maybe I could be wrong. I gotta look back to make sure I have the make sure I have it right of when that did happen. But we had a few little TNA appearances in NXT in my Universe Mode a few months back or whatever. But we haven't officially made any type of official announcement yet. But yes, just like real life, my NXT on my Universe Mode and NXT, TNA, all of that has been crossed over now. So now there is a deal going on with TNA and NXT, a crossover deal. How's it going? There is a crossover deal now to where you are going to start seeing TNA superstars on NXT, NXT superstars on TNA. How's it going, guys? Welcome. So really looking forward to that. It's going to be really awesome. So Hunter Haas, for those of you that don't know, for those of you that are new, Hunter Haas is the CEO in my Universe Mode for WWE. So Raw, SmackDown, NXT, all that. Not Vince McMahon, not Triple H. Triple H does work. He's in the board along with The Rock. He's in the board. So Triple H is still a part of the whole WWE thing in my Universe Mode. But Hunter Haas he took over for Vince McMahon as a CEO. And for those of you that are new here, Hunter Haas is a character that I brought in. The first time I brought in, how's it going? Welcome. Hunter Haas is the first. I brought him in back in 2015. That's when 2K15 was such a bad game, like a really, really bad game. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the channel, guys. That's when the 2K, that was probably the worst 2K game that they had, but that unfortunately was the game that I did bring Hunter Haas in. And it was actually very exciting bringing him in. 2K16 is when I started the My Rise, when I first started showcasing Hunter Haas a lot. My Rise, that's when he was a regular wrestler, and I've had him ever since. But now he is actually going to be going back into wrestling again to have one more wrestling run before he retires. He is up there in age. He's been wrestling for a very long time. He is 48 years old right now. But now he is the CEO of WWE as well. So he ended up buying TNA. TNA is now going to be crossing over with NXT. And we're going to start seeing that soon, which also means, because of that, I will also be doing weekly TNA shows coming up soon. I am currently still downloading as well as making TNA Superstars. There are a good portion of the Superstars for TNA that I am actually going to be making from scratch, that I have really good logos for, face and textures, all that stuff for. The ones I don't, or the ones I can't find good ones for, I will just be downloading because they have some really good ones on the Community Creations. So a good handful of them will be downloaded and made from other car creators, and then a good portion of them will be made by me as well, because I used to make cars myself. So as long as I have the right textures, tattoos, logos, all that stuff, I can make some pretty realistic looking car myself. So there's that. So TNA is going to be every Tuesday when I bring that in. I don't have an exact date of when I'm going to start that yet, and the crossover is not going to start until I have TNA ready to go, until I can start doing TNA. So I will have a date on that when that will be coming. I'm wanting to have that start in Q3 of 2025. So the next few months or so is what my plan is anyways. But we'll see how that goes. But I've been working really hard on getting the tattoos and the textures for all these TNA Superstars. The tattoo textures for TNA Superstars that have tattoos, I should say, and the face textures and logos. I've been working really hard on trying to find those for Superstars that I can find them for. Like I said, any Superstar that I cannot find those for, I will just download on the Community Creations as well. But I do like to put the work in as well and make download everybody, just because I like to look back and just be like, I made this, I made a lot of these cars, I put a lot of work into this, and I'm proud of it. So that's why I like to make my own if I can, even though they are on the Community Creations. But again, if I can't do anything about it, then I will just download them. So there was that. I have not started making many TNA Superstars yet. I have been working a lot on making the Superstars for the Breakout Tournament, as well as Superstars for Evolve, because that's going to be the next thing that's going to be coming into my Universe mode. So there was that. The other thing I was going to think about bringing, and I'm probably still going to bring it, hopefully, and I'm just hoping that I can work all this out with my work schedule as well, because I do work nights, which is why a lot of my shows during the week are in the daytime. Usually in Central Time, it's 10 a.m. when I start my shows. That's the reason why, is because I work nights. I can't do night shows. Except for on Friday, because I'm off Friday, so I can do a night show on Friday. So I'll probably end up doing when I bring NXT Europe in, which I'm still planning on bringing in. But I do bring that in. That's probably going to be Friday during the time, and then what my plan's going to be for that. I was going to do TNA and SmackDown on Fridays. SmackDown's going to stay on Friday, but I will be adding a second show to Friday as well. And that's going to be that. But so TNA did get bought. Hunter Haas bought TNA, and now it's going to be a crossover deal. We're going to be seeing TNA and NXT Superstars collide with each other. We will have a Worlds Collide. We're going to be having a Forbidden Door PLE happening as well, which is going to include AEW, TNA, WWE, NJPW, and I want to say there was another one. NXT will be part of the WWE one, so NXT will be a part of it as well. It will be a 2-day event. It's going to be huge. It is going to be taking place in Japan, so that's also huge. It will be taking place in Japan. And Forbidden Door is typically an AEW PLE, but usually they do have other brands that they usually do a collision thing with Forbidden Door as well. And AEW, they're kind of like Worlds Collide, pretty much, just for it's just AEW's version. So we will have Forbidden Door happening as well, and that's gonna be really awesome. TNA is gonna be involved in that just because WWE and TNA have that crossover deal. AEW, it's AEW's pay-per-view, so they're gonna also be a part of it. And there's been times they've had NJPW collide with them, so it's gonna be all of those brands all in one show. I am really looking forward to that. It's gonna be really awesome. So that's gonna be happening. I think I'm going to have the date set to September for that, but I will let you guys know for sure what month that's going to be at. So those are just some of the big announcements that I want to make. So my universe mode is going to be expanding. While that's expanding, I'm also continuing to work the same amount of hours that I work. So it's going to be a lot, but I am hoping that I can do all of this and get all this, taken care of, and really just work and see what I can do to really make this evolve in a way. Back then in 2K19, I had an at-home job, and then I also had a DoorDash job as well when I did DoorDash, and I was on my own schedule for both of those jobs, so it was easy to be able to work around stuff like that and be able to work around making those shows and being able to do them really well, and I did them at nights, so there is that. But anyways, those are just some of the big announcements that I want to make. And Universe Mode, I'm really hoping that Universe Mode is just continues to play out smooth. They still got to fix some stuff in 2K as well. I'm really hoping they can fix that stuff soon to make the games, run even smoother. There was some other bugs and glitches that I found in the game that pretty got to be fixed, So hoping that stuff can get addressed and go from there. I've been making a list of everything. I was on my throat. I've been making a list. Gosh, still my throat. I'm making a list of every bug and glitch that I run into. And then I'll be posting it on Twitter and tagging 2K games in it and just be like, hey, fix this stuff. It's pretty important stuff that needs to be fixed. So we'll see what happens. I've reported some other stuff to them as well, and that stuff has been fixed. And some of the other bigger WWE guys, some of the bigger car creators and stuff like that has put stuff in as well, and they've listened and fixed them. So I'm hopeful that stuff like that will get fixed. I don't think we'll have another patch until the first DLC comes out, which it's fine because the first DLC is coming out in just a few weeks now, so we're getting closer and closer to that. So it wouldn't surprise me if that's the next patch, and if it is, that's fine. They've done a really good job and put out so many fixes and patches and stuff already before the first DLC, and they don't ever really do that. Usually they do the day one patch and then they wait until the first DLC to do the next one, but they've actually done really well this year with fixing stuff. They just did it in multiple different patches is all, but yeah, so hopefully that stuff can get fixed. But I'm hoping that Universe Mode can just continue to play out really, really well. It's been very insane lately. Obviously, we are out of WrestleMania season now. WrestleMania has passed. That's done with. We're out of it. Almost every single rivalry that was with WrestleMania and Stand and Deliver, almost every single one of them has ended. And we're building up all new rivalries, all new stuff. We're also on our international tour going on right now for Raw and SmackDown. This week they're in Vienna, Austria. So SmackDown will also be in Vienna, Austria. So it's pretty awesome. Next week we'll be in Australia, and then we'll be making our way. No, I'm wrong. Next week we will be in France. Because Backlash is next Saturday. Not this coming Saturday, but the next Saturday. So we'll be in France next week. And then it's Australia after that. But but thank you guys for the support that you give me on Universe Mode. Just wanted to make some of those announcements. And I will catch you guys later.